Something very unexpected is happening in your connection right now. Something that is not loud on the surface, but it is deeply shaking the emotional world of this person. There are moments when someone does not just think about you anymore, they start taking real steps. Quiet steps, hidden steps, but steps that change everything. And this is one of those moments where a simple action has created a huge emotional ripple that is now affecting family energy, personal thoughts, and future possibilities all at once. What makes this even more intense is that he did not plan to make it this serious so soon, but feelings have a way of pushing people into actions they never expected from themselves. This is not just about attraction anymore. This is about emotional recognition, and something inside him has already crossed a line he cannot easily go back from. Now, before we go deeper, the cards that have come up for this reading are the Moon, the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles. If you are here right now, stay with this message till the end, because what is unfolding is not surface level. There is something hidden beneath the silence between you and him, and it is slowly becoming visible through actions, reactions, and emotional shifts that are not fully spoken yet. There is a strong energy here of things moving from private feelings into real-life awareness. It feels like what was once kept inside his heart is now touching his outside world, especially family space, and that changes the dynamic completely. When family energy gets involved, even indirectly, it creates emotional pressure, realization, and deeper reflection. At the same time, there is still confusion within him. He is not fully settled in his mind about how fast things are changing, but he cannot ignore what he feels either. Something about you has already made a deep impression on him, and now that impression is starting to be seen through actions instead of thoughts. If you are feeling connected to this energy, do not rush your emotions. Just observe how things are unfolding, because this is not the end of the story. This is the beginning of a deeper emotional shift that is still developing. Stay with this reading, because what comes next reveals what this moment has truly triggered inside him. Something very deep is unfolding in this connection, even if it does not look dramatic from the outside. In fact, most of what is happening right now is happening silently, in thoughts, in emotions, in small decisions that are starting to shift the direction of his life. This is one of those situations where someone does not fully realize how serious their feelings have become until something in real life forces them to face it. And right now, that is exactly what is happening with him. His emotions are no longer staying hidden in the background. They are slowly entering his real world, his family space, and his inner decisions. The energy of the moon shows that this connection has never been fully clear to him. There has always been something mysterious about how he feels. He may have tried to understand it logically, or even ignore it at times, but the emotions keep coming back in waves. The moon is not about confusion only. It is also about deep emotional pull that cannot be easily explained. It shows that there were feelings growing in silence, feelings he did not fully speak about or even fully accept in himself. Sometimes he may have questioned what he feels, sometimes he may have overthought it, but deep inside, the emotional bond has been there for a while. It is not new, but it is now becoming impossible to ignore. Then comes the Hierophant, and this changes everything in terms of seriousness and real-life involvement. This card represents family, tradition, approval, and long-term thinking. It shows that this connection is no longer staying only in private emotions. It is now touching real-life structures, especially family energy and personal values. This is where things start to feel more grounded and serious for him. It suggests that he is no longer only thinking about how he feels, but also how this connection fits into his real life, his family's perspective, and his future direction. Even if nothing is openly discussed, the idea of you is already being placed into a more serious category in his mind. This is not casual energy anymore. It is becoming something that he cannot easily dismiss or treat lightly. The Page of Cups brings a very soft emotional layer into this reading. This is the energy of innocent feelings, emotional curiosity, and gentle love that is still developing. It shows that despite the confusion and seriousness, there is still a part of him that feels emotionally open toward you. This is not a cold or distant energy. In fact, it is quite the opposite. There is softness in how he feels, even if he does not express it clearly. He may think about you in quiet moments, replay conversations, or imagine small possibilities without fully admitting it out loud. The Page of Cups shows that his heart is still learning how to express what it feels, and those emotions are not fully mature yet, but they are real and growing. This is the stage where feelings are becoming harder to hide, even if they are not fully spoken. Now the Two of Pentacles shows the struggle within him. This is where the emotional weight becomes real. He is trying to balance his feelings with his real-life responsibilities, fears, timing, and external pressure. On one side, there is emotional pull toward you. On the other side, there is reality, confusion, and the need to stay balanced in his current life situation. This is not confusion about whether he cares or not. It is confusion about how to manage everything that is now coming up because of those feelings. He may feel overwhelmed at times, switching between thinking deeply about you and then trying to step back to handle other parts of his life. This constant balancing act shows that he is not emotionally free from this connection anymore. It has started to affect his stability. When all four cards come together, the Moon, the Hierophant, the Page of Cups, and the Two of Pentacles, a very clear emotional story is being told. This is a connection that started in uncertainty and emotional mystery. It then moved into deeper seriousness through real-life awareness and family energy. At the same time, soft feelings are still growing in his heart, even if they are not fully expressed. And all of this is happening while he is trying to manage inner pressure and external reality at the same time. This combination shows that nothing about his feelings is simple anymore. He is not just thinking about you casually. He is emotionally involved, mentally affected, and internally divided between what he feels and what he can handle right now. There is a sense that this connection has already crossed an emotional point of no return inside him, even if nothing physical or openly spoken has fully happened yet. What makes this energy so powerful is the slow shift from hidden emotion to real-life awareness. It is not rushed. It is not loud, but is steady. And steady energy like this often becomes life-changing over time because it builds depth instead of fading away. At the heart of everything, this reading is showing emotional transformation. It shows someone who is still learning how to handle feelings that are real, growing, and no longer easy to ignore. And it shows a connection that is quietly moving from uncertainty into something that carries emotional weight, personal meaning, and real-life impact. And even though everything is still developing, one thing is already clear in this energy. What he feels is no longer staying just in his mind. It is starting to enter his life, and once that happens, nothing stays the same anymore.